Hey all. So first things first, we're going to need a way to write some Java code. So in order to be able to write some Java code, we're going to need two things. One of those things should not be a surprise. The obvious thing that we're going to need is we're going to need Java. We're also going to need a piece of software to let us write code. That piece of software that lets us write code is going to be called an integrated development environment, or an IDE. So I'm going to start by getting the IDE because our IDE is going to let us go ahead and grab that Java code in a second. So I'm going to grab myself a browser of whatever kind. I'm going to go here and I'm going to type IntelliJ. Okay, so I googled IntelliJ. I found this JetBrains website. That's what we're going to want. We're going to want to go in here. We can tell it that we don't want any of its cookies. And then we're going to go over here to the downloads page. And we're just going to go ahead and download the community edition. That's going to be the free one. Quick note, if you're needing the Mac version, you can just click here and then scroll back down. If you need a Linux version, click here, scroll back down. Alright, so as soon as this finishes downloading here, we're going to go ahead and just open that up. And I have not actually installed IntelliJ on this computer, so that is actually going to be a fresh install. And you probably can't see what this is asking me to do. It's asking me if I want to allow it to make changes to my device. I do. I'm going to hit next. I'm going to hit next. Let's see. I want to create a desktop shortcut. I want to associate all those things with it so that it opens. I'm going to add that, and I'm going to update the path variable because those are important things. So I just clicked all the boxes. Then we're going to hit install. Alright, so I'm going to tell it to run IntelliJ. And then I got this little notification. I'm going to hit I confirm. I'm going to tell it that I don't want to send usage statistics. And then I got this. And this is my IDE. So I don't need my Chrome tab anymore, so I'm going to get rid of that. Let's just maximize this. And my goal right now is just going to be to get a Java JDK downloaded. So I'm going to hit new project there. I'm in Java. I'm going to call this project Hello World. It's going to go into whatever folder. I kind of recommend that you make a folder in your documents. I might make a folder called Java projects or Java or something. And then we're going to hit select on that folder. So that's going to be where all our projects will go. You can create a Git repository for that if you want. We'll talk more about Git repositories. That's going to be how you're going to turn a lot of assignments in this semester. But for right now, we're just going to we'll make a project. And then here, you can download the newest version of Java right there. I'm actually going to hit download JDK, and I'm going to tell it that I want version 21. You'll notice I'm doing this in August of 2025. My recommendation for which version of the JDK you download may vary a bit. For right now, I'm aiming you at 21 because that's going to be the one that we're going to use to try to write some Minecraft mods. Depending on which version of Minecraft you're modding, or depending on what you're building, which version of the JDK you want may vary. But 21 is going to be a safe bet for me right now and for quite a while into the future. So I'm suggesting 21. You could go with the latest one if you want. It'll be fine. So I'm going to hit select there. And I'm just going to let it add sample code. And I'm going to hit create here. And then over here, I got this thing. And I guess let's see what it does. For right now, you'll see it's downloading down here in the bottom. That means that this little guy is grayed out, so I can't actually run this. But we'll give it a second, and hopefully we'll be able to run this. Okay, so I'm going to shut this breakpoint off. don't worry about what that does. It's a thing that'll help us later. So I hit the play button here, which is a run, and then I got some output. I got a hello and welcome. That's from this line here. And then I got I equals 1, and that's from this in the case of I equals 1. Don't worry if you don't understand this. It's okay. I encourage you to fiddle around with this. Break it a bit. It's really an important part of programming to realize that you can just go ahead and break stuff. So if you like delete a character or something and hit run, we're going to get some errors. Those errors are going to be really useful to us as we go forward in the class. Don't be scared of getting errors. It happens like basically all the time. Pretty much every time you push run, you're going to get an error. That's kind of how programming works, because you don't get an error, the program's done. It's oftentimes working. If it's working and it's done, you don't need to write on it anymore, and you can turn it in and go on to the next thing. Thank you guys, much appreciated for the attention on this. Get this working on your computer. If you have trouble getting this installed, hop in the Discord, ask some questions in there. I can help you. If I have an embedded tutor, that person can help you. Your classmates can maybe steer you in the right direction. That Discord is the place for questions. Thanks, good luck, get it working, and we'll talk in the next one.